Have you ever wondered how some wealthy people stay wealthy for 20 to 30 years while others go bankrupt in 2 to 3? Well, the answer isn't luck. See, wealthy people have mastered the art of not wasting money. They spend intentionally to ensure that they hold on to more money for a lot longer time. So in this video, I'll share 5 things that you can avoid spending money on. And I'm pretty sure number 5 will surprise you. Do this so you can spend intentionally, and build wealth too. Because on average, Americans waste $18,000 a year on stuff. Simply avoiding 1 or even 2 of these things could save you thousands of dollars. Then take the money you've saved and add it to your emergency savings or invest it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm free and you're important to me. Let's get into it. Bank account fees. So we know that banks charge a variety of different account fees to cover the cost of servicing their customers. Now, some common fees include monthly maintenance fees, overdraft, ATM, wire transfer, and return check fees. Fees can vary widely depending upon the bank, the account type, and the service that you're receiving. Before opening accounts, make sure you understand the fees associated and the costs. And then it's also really important to know what actually triggers your account being charged. And if you already have an account, review your transactions periodically just to ensure that the bank isn't charging you any unnecessary fees. And if you are charged a fee, then of course it is incumbent upon you to reach out to the bank and simply get an understanding as to why. Because sometimes without sound justification, a bank can remove or even waive a fee. But keep in mind, fees equal revenue for banks. So if you don't step up and be proactive and take action, they really have no incentive to remove or waive anything. On average, people waste $288 a year on bank account fees. Underused subscriptions. There has undoubtedly been a subscription boom in the last several years. And nowadays, it feels like people are forced to pay subscription costs on just about everything. Streaming TV, movies, video games, music, software like Adobe and Canva, Microsoft, fitness trackers, groceries, therapy sessions. I mean, the list goes on and on. Because people have become overwhelmed with subscription fatigue, it's important that you take a hard look at all of your subscriptions, figure out which ones are underused or unused, and cancel them. Full stop. On average, people waste $924 a year on unused or underused subscriptions. Food delivery apps. Now imagine you're at home relaxing after a long day of work. The last thing you want to do is get in the kitchen and make yourself a meal. So you decide to treat yourself to some wings for dinner and you order a 10-piece, all flat, half hot honey, half Louisiana rub, extra crispy with a side of ranch from Wingstop. Grabbing it to go would cost about 15 bucks. But again, you've had a long day. So the last thing you want to do is get up, get dressed, drive there and back. You decide to use a food delivery app. Of course, convenience, right? Instead of the $15, you're now being charged $25 for 10 wings. And with that simple decision, you've just spent about 60% more than you would have if you went and got it. Because of course, not only did you pay for the food costs and the associated taxes, but there was also a service fee, a delivery fee, and you can't forget the tip. On average, people waste $1,850 a year on food delivery apps. Unused memberships. Memberships for health and wellness activities, specifically exercising. As humans, we all want to be the very best versions of ourselves. I mean, it's natural. And we buy gym memberships with pure intentions at the start of working out often. 36 days later, our gym bag is buried underneath a pile of clothes in our closet, and the routine, well, it's nowhere to be found. If you have a gym membership that you got at the start of the year in January and it is now towards the end of the year and you haven't been to the gym, cancel that membership. At least until you're disciplined and dedicated on going, meaning you've actually incorporated it into your daily or weekly routine, for real. Because on average, people waste $460 a year on unused or underused gym memberships. Spoiled groceries. If you've ever had food spoil, like this video. I mean, listen, there's no judgment zone here because we've all done it. However, with the rising cost of groceries, it's extremely important to make every dollar count at that grocery store. Avoid wasting groceries by planning your meals, making a list, and then shopping your kitchen before going to the grocery store to make sure that you're only getting exactly what you need. And pro tip, don't grocery shop while you're hungry. Because if you really think about it, groceries have become way too expensive to waste. So on average, people spend about $3,000 a year on spoiled groceries. So remember at the beginning where I said you could save thousands? Have you been keeping tally? So between avoiding bank account fees, unused or underused memberships and subscriptions, food delivery apps, spoiled groceries, you could save a whopping $6,350. My challenge to you, even if you have to start small. First, take a look at your expenses and identify the areas that are financial waste. Then figure out a way to either minimize or completely eliminate those expenses from your budget, saving you, let's say $200 to $500 for the month. Take those savings and dump them into either an emergency fund or an investment account. And since you watched this video, YouTube thinks you'll really like this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. And insufficient for that.